Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below. I hope you like the new background. I'm trying out a different green screen app thing. I'm basically just using OBS Studio, and it works a lot better than that plugin thing I was using. I hope you like the new backgrounds. My main two characters, Mai and Clint Streiser, and their respective championships. It's just my banner for my YouTube channel until I figure out something else. Plan on having like a moving background. I think that'd be really fun. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's talk about Ultra Pro Wrestling and how they're approaching their DLC and how it has me concerned just a little bit. So Ultra Pro Wrestling, as we know from the reveal that they had, the showcase, all the real wrestlers are going to be locked as DLC. Now that's okay to an extent, but a lot of people are going to be turned off by this, especially if they're going to charge what it says in the press kit, about $5 a piece. Now, they did an interview with Sam, the head honcho over there at Hyperfocus Games, who's making Ultra Pro Wrestling, and he said that that was just a placeholder for that press kit, right? So they're really going to leave it up to the pricing structure to the wrestler or the wrestler's family. So my concern is if they're going to leave it up to the wrestlers to charge whatever they want for their DLC, what's to stop them from charging, let's say one's $3 and another one is like $25? Let's say they get someone like Hulk Hogan. Like, what's to stop, I don't know about Al Snow, but what's to stop Al Snow from charging like $20 for his DLC pack, right? I mean, obviously people are not going to pay $20, but you get what you see what I'm getting at here? And then the cool thing about the DLC, this is really cool, and it's developers usually don't do this. They usually give them like maybe 2% or 3% of the sales. Hyperfocus Games is going right down the middle, 50-50. That's really like impressive. That's really cool to give back to the wrestling community like that. So let's say you buy some of the DLC for some of your favorite wrestlers. They split the earnings 50-50. So 50% goes to Hyperfocus Games, and the other 50% goes to the wrestlers or the wrestlers' family, because some of the wrestlers, unfortunately, have passed away over the years. Now that's all cool and noble, but allowing them to charge whatever they want, or hopefully they have a ceiling internally. Like, I don't know what's the max that they could charge, because some wrestlers don't know jack about video games. So like, oh well, I'll say $20 for my character pack. Are you sure about that? Not even Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat will charge $20 for one character. Well, I say Street Fighter, but they just charge $15 for one skin, not even a character, of Ninja Turtles. So who knows, right? Who knows? But the whole point of this video is to bring awareness of this, how they're doing their DLC, and how I think it's a slippery slope. And I hope they really tread carefully with this, because I don't know if this was contingent on them signing with the game. Like, here's how we get you signed on the game. You get to charge whatever you want, and we'll go from there, right? I mean, maybe that's part of the contract. Maybe that's the only way to get them on there, because if they said, we're going to split it 50-50, but we're only going to charge $2 for your character pack, I mean, maybe that wouldn't have been as enticing. He also said that he's going to allow people to decide what characters that they're, like, if they're going to do bundles or character packs, like kind of like the WWE 2K games do, where each section or each pack is like 5 characters. They're going to leave that up to the wrestlers. Like, obviously, I would assume Demolition would come together because they're a tag team. It'd be really stupid to charge separately for them. And then they would just figure out how to divvy up the money. I mean, 50-50 Hyperfocus. And then of that 50-50, 25 to him, 25 to the other guy, right? I mean, that makes sense that way. It just really, I don't know, this pricing structure could very easily and quickly snowball and get out of hand. And that could really damage the perception and the look of Ultra Pro Wrestling and Hyperfocus Games to the community that doesn't know all the facts, right? That's another reason I'm making this video. I just want you guys to know all the facts. I'm not trying to like crap on Ultra Pro Wrestling. I just hope that they're aware that gamers are very vocal, and the way they're going about it right now, if they don't jump ahead of this and try to nip it in the butt, this could easily snowball and be a negative impact on the game down the line closer to launch. Right now, a lot of us hardcore wrestling fans are like, oh yeah, that's fine, whatever, that's cool. But if even us guys, if they charge exuberant amounts for certain characters and then other characters are way cheaper, even it depends on what they come with, clearly. I just hope they have a ceiling, like just like a recommendation to each wrestler. It's like, let's say they want to charge $50. It seems like $50. The game's only 20 or whatever. I don't think anybody's gonna buy that. Why don't you try $10? And then if it still doesn't sell, we'll lower it, right? I mean, obviously on Steam, PlayStation, Switch, they'll have sales and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this because I feel like they're trying something different. They're trying to be noble and give back to the wrestlers, but the way they're going about it, in my opinion, is kind of weird and wacky. And if I didn't like give my opinion, then what's the point of being a YouTuber, right? Or talking about this stuff. How do you feel about the DLC? Am I crazy? Would you pay $20 for a certain DLC and when another one's only $3? They didn't say that. I'm just speculating here. Because what's the ceiling? What's the limit? It can easily get out of hand, and I hope they have it under control. Thank you for watching, and stay frosty.